Welcome to Crypto Quandary, home of blockchain and cryptocurrency news and updates. If you like today's episode, hit the tip button and subscribe for more.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Quandary. So as you know, there's a lot of news going on right now. But to start off, we'll go over what Bitcoin's at and, the top. We'll go over like the top 10 here first. So Bitcoin, we're looking at 94.23. Market cap is sitting at 173,524,575,127. Ethereum, we're looking at about $241. We're sitting at 26,815,000,000 and a half for the market cap. Tether, we're sitting at 99 cents. I mean, it's a stable coin. You're looking at 9 billion in market cap. XRP at number 4 with an $8 billion market cap. 8,215,000,000 at 18.5 cents. Bitcoin Cash, 4,382,859,000 at $237.63. You have Bitcoin SV sitting at 3,231,000,000, $175.20. Litecoin is sitting at $2.8 billion market cap with a $43.5 coin. Binance coin, so BNB, is 2,521,300,271 at $16.21. EOS is 2,339,000,000 and a half, just about, at $2.51, and Cardano is in the number 10 spot at 2,163,419,904 at 8 cents. And Crypto.com is at number 11. So those of you who have the Crow coin, it's in at number 11, 12 cents, with roughly about a $2 billion market cap. Now, I'm going to go into number 13 because there's big news on it. You can see all the links at the top. There's a lot of news going on, so we're going to roll through it and make it pretty quick today. Chainlink had huge news. $1,667,086,914 market cap at $4.76. The volume for the last 24 hours was 562 million, almost 563 million, we'll say. So that is the top 10 plus a few on the market cap. We'll revisit it at the end, just in case anything crazy happens. But number one, we're going to save the good for last. Number one, well, it's actually all good. I mean, it's heavy news. So veteran commodities trader Chris Haymeyer goes all in on crypto. So this is somebody who was in the commodities market and he's pivoting to crypto full time. So what's going on is he is fully getting into cryptocurrency. It says the Chicago-based company, which began offering cryptocurrency services in 2017, will now focus solely on being a market maker and algorithmic trader in the space, rebranding to Haymeyer in the process. This means the company will no longer be offering its old brokerage services, so they're done with that. Prop trading, commodity pool, or trading advisor services. Founder and CEO Chris Haymeyer told CoinDesk that he finds the cryptocurrency and blockchain space dynamic and believes it can lead to new types of products people could not dream of before, pointing to decentralized finance as one example. I was just talking to a buddy of mine about this yesterday, and if you're listening, what's up, man? Decentralized finance is going to be huge. That is huge. That's a big one. So And it proves it right here. And this article is from, it said a couple hours ago when I clicked the link. I don't want to back out of it because, but anyways, it goes on to say he's a longtime player in the U.S. futures and commodities industries. It's the potential for moving trusted third parties that seems to be the major draw. So yeah, decentralized finance, remove that third party. I hope to see people liberated from the burdens of intermediaries and liberated in their interactions with other people. I think it allows people to have more control of their lives and their assets. And I think it creates equity between people. I think people will have more ability to interact, and we call it liberating interaction. And so I hope to see a world where people are liberated from having to use extensive intermediaries. Yes, it causes more interaction between people. You know, way back when, before we had these things, you know, everybody spoke to each other or wrote letters. I mean, nowadays it would, you know, letters and you just send a text message. But there was a lot more social interaction, in my opinion, you know, before all this technology. However, this technology is wonderful because you can interact or contact anyone in the world from anywhere in the world. So if you're sitting in the U.S., you can sit there and talk to your buddy over in, you know, Guam, anywhere, China, Japan, anywhere. So, I mean, that's awesome. Everything has its pluses, you know, its positives and negatives, but you just got to balance it out, you know. Social interaction was a good thing. Granted, I know we're going the whole thing going on with sickness and all that stuff, but you know, hopefully everybody watching this and everybody else is okay and hasn't been affected by that. Anyhow, moving on. He said the company will only look at market making on exchanges and counterparties at the moment, but his firm is looking at some of the possibilities out there. We're of the opinion what people in the space really need over time is not just an exchange, they need market makers, and so we think the market maker can stay in the game and not be disintermediated, because what people will need is they'll need a market or a price. Okay. As a market maker, Haymeyer still needs to remain in compliance with applicable laws and regulations, of course, but Haymeyer, the founder, noted that since his firm doesn't hold or transmit clients' funds, this largely means ensuring the company is in compliance with Know Your Customer, which is what, if you've seen the letters KYC, the abbreviation KYC, that's what that is, Know Your Customer. So they get all your information, the basic, you know, the main exchanges, and anti-money laundering rules rather than seeking out money transmission licenses. We have a couple of subsidiaries overseas. We have to be careful to make sure we're not doing stuff from the U.S. that we're not supposed to do, he said. Yeah, and again, you always want to do what's right, what's legal. You know, why cause problems when you don't need them? Transaction freedom. He wanted to be part of the liberating of transactions for individuals. Though he expects this to take time initially, regulated custodians might be the most effective on-ramps for entities to get into the crypto space. So in wrapping up here with this, big commodities trader just goes all in on crypto, it's pretty big news. It's pretty big. A lot of people are starting to realize cryptocurrency and what it can do. As far as, you know, it's not just a store of value. Like Ethereum is not just, you know, you build products and projects are built on it, on that platform. And that's where all this DeFi and everything else comes from. And then if you think about it, back in 2017, that 2017 bull run we had, when we had all those ICOs, initial coin offerings, it was wild. We had a bunch of them running around. You had ones that just were not legitimate. They were, you know, I could name a few, but I'd rather not. I mean, you just seen them pop up all over the place. So people were investing in these things, and then they were just, take the money and run kind of thing. But Ethereum took off. So, because a lot of them you needed Ethereum to get into. But if you think about it, when you build these, once all these DeFi projects are built, and actually all up and running, Ethereum is going to take, it should take traction and, pick up traction and take off. However, we won't ever know until we see it. So stay tuned for that in the future. Right. So next we have contactless, and this is big. Contactless NFC hardware wallet authorizes crypto transactions with a tap. So making it easier for crypto transactions to take place. New cryptocurrency hardware wallet stores privacy keys securely and fully isolated, while NFC technology enables authorization of transactions through a mobile device. This article also came out 1 hour ago. KeyCard is a new credit card size hardware wallet featuring near field communication, which is NFC, near field communication, to authorize crypto transactions. At launch, it features integration with combined private messenger, wallet, DeFi browser. See, there's it again. You're going to see it get all over the place. DeFi, decentralized finance. Status app, although further integrations are planned. The KeyCard team has also released an open application program interface, API, and software development kits for Android, iOS, and Go, so that developers can build KeyCard functionality into any app requiring authorization or other user authentication. Secure storage and communication of private keys. Again, this is just the beginning of what is going to roll out. I mean, if you haven't heard of it, and I'm not promoting it or anything, but we'll just say it like this. There's a couple wallets out there that look like a regular, phone, regular Android or what have you, that are strictly cryptocurrency. Like they have a camera and everything, and it's all done by QR codes. So it's just sent and received through QR codes, but they stay on that device, and there is no internet or anything like that on there. So it's, it seems like they're pretty secure, but I'm waiting for them to evolve a little bit more, and if there are any bugs, to get those bugs out and whatnot. But moving on, secure storage and communication of private keys. Security is key, yes, especially with private keys, because that is your end-all be-all. If you don't have your private keys, you're in trouble. If you lose, the wallet, or that's a problem. In fact, when it comes to cryptocurrency security, it is literally all down to the private key used to access your account. One of the most secure options for storing private keys is using a hardware wallet. And there are certainly an increasing number to choose from. Oh, yes, there are. And as time goes on, there will be more and more and more. However, the method for sharing keys and or authorizing transactions between the hardware wallet and mobile or desktop front end differs greatly between devices. From an early USB connected wallets through the wireless versions featuring Bluetooth, and even the recently announced Engrave, which communicates only through visual QR codes. So that's one of them. There is another one as well. But that one, I believe, is actually, it's supposed to launch soon. But anyway, the KeyCard uses NFC to allow transaction authorization by simply tapping the credit card size wallet against your mobile device. The keys, meanwhile, remain safely stored on the device itself. What's the status? KeyCard is produced by the Status Network, who also developed the Status app, which integrates with at launch. The Status app combines private messaging functionality at Ethereum while supporting ERC20 and ERC721 tokens and a decentralized Web3 browser. However, the launch of the API and SDKs allow the technology to be readily implemented in a host of wallets and other applications, whether it's to store private keys and authorize transactions, or as part of a two-factor authentication system, which is important. I mean, the more security you can have, the better, even on, any technology you have. Always, try to do as much as you can to protect yourself, honestly. Keycard project manager Guy Lewis Grau believes that the use of such technology should become the industry standard. He goes on to say, project with an open source API, we believe the keycard model will be an industry standard for all sorts of products that expect normal people to interact directly with their cryptocurrency. So you're talking about people who aren't maybe not as advanced with like the ledgers and the treasures and all the other wallets that seem kind of complicated, and they just I'll just leave it on the phone, no, or leave it on the exchange. No. Not your keys, not your crypto. So if somebody's holding your cryptocurrency on it, if your crypto's on an exchange, it's most likely not your crypto. Technically it is, but somebody's holding it for you. So tapping a keycard against your phone as an added layer of authorization and ownership of your private keys should be the norm anytime someone wants to log in, send money, store value, and more. Another benefit over the ever more complex technologies employed by other wallet manufacturers to secure private keys is the price. It's $32. So that's fairly cheap. That is, I don't want to say cheap, but that's fairly inexpensive, we'll say. And this will be something that it'll be interesting to see how it plays out and how many, what's to come of it. Because at this point, there's going to be a lot of wallet companies or a lot of companies producing cryptocurrency wallets, trying to make it easier for the normal everyday person who's just, wants to get into it and use it when they can, where they can, and, or even store it safely and, not have to deal with updating this and that and the keys and sometimes it gets a little too crazy, and that could be with anything, but what we're talking about is crypto. So moving on, PayPal and Venmo to roll out crypto buying and selling sources. This article was from the 22nd. So currently we're sitting at the 24th. So this was 2 days ago. Fintech giant PayPal. So they're looking at rolling out cryptocurrency to its 325 million users, according to 3 people familiar with the matter. So if PayPal does this, that's humongous for Bitcoin and crypto in general. I would assume they would have Bitcoin in the beginning, maybe Ethereum, something like that, the top few coins or whatever. Probably Bitcoin to start because that's what most people know. Cash App has Bitcoin already on crypto on it, and PayPal's a little behind, so they're trying to catch up. It says here, PayPal can be used as an alternative means for withdrawing funds from exchanges such as Coinbase, but this would be a first in terms of direct sales of crypto. It's unclear which or how many cryptocurrencies would be available. Like I said, probably just Bitcoin in the beginning, and then they would go off of that. But again, it's, that's just my opinion, my guess. Second source confirmed that PayPal is looking to offer buying and selling of crypto and said the service could be expected in the next 3 months, maybe sooner. PayPal declined to comment on the plans. So what's good and what's bad? Very easy for people to get into cryptocurrency via PayPal if they do go through and forward with this. A lot of people use PayPal. A lot of people use Venmo because it's readily available. Nobody carries cash. A lot of people don't carry cash. Venmo's, they just boom, 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 pop it up. They pull it up on the phone, boom, what's your thing? And they send it, and that's it. So now, if they do offer cryptocurrency, make sure you can pull your cryptocurrency off of PayPal or Venmo and put it into your own wallet. Because again, not your keys, not your crypto. So if it's sitting on PayPal, sitting on Venmo, it's still theirs. unless they just have it sit there like that, and then if it increases and you sell it and you make gains and then you transfer that money back to your bank account or whatever, that's a different story. But we'll find out more in the future, I'm sure, of this. It also says here, it's worth noting that PayPal has a long-standing relationship with Coinbase going back as early as 2016. In 2018, Coinbase made instant fiat withdrawals to PayPal available for U.S. customers. Last year, European Coinbase users could withdraw to their PayPal accounts, followed by users in Canada. Meanwhile, fintech apps that offer crypto are making money. Square, the payments unicorn launched by Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, rolled out Bitcoin purchasers in its Cash App, like I said, mid-2018. Cash App reported $306 million in Bitcoin revenue in its most recent earnings report. That's huge. PayPal sees that, and they see what they're missing out on. London-based Revolt, which began offering crypto in 2017, partnered with Bitstamp, raised $500 million in February. So, long story short, it also says we got Robinhood here, fueling the recent retail boom in equities day trading. First offered crypto in February 2018. Okay, so yeah, Robinhood has it, but to my understanding, you can't take your Bitcoin off of Robinhood. So, not your keys, not your crypto. Crypto is increasingly seen as an obvious way to bolster user numbers on fintech apps and create new revenue streams. Yeah, so it's, excuse me, a lot of new people to the crypto space see these things and they go for it. They say, oh, okay, well, I use PayPal. That's awesome. Now I can get into Bitcoin really easy. But what they don't realize is it's not your keys, not your crypto. You can't move it off of there, yet you can move your fiat off of there, but not your Bitcoin. So if I buy something, I want to take it with me. I don't want to go to the store and buy a PlayStation 5 and have to stay there and play it on their TV. I'm taking it with me. It's mine. Same thing with Bitcoin. Now, that's a weird analogy, but it's the same thing with Bitcoin or any crypto in general. Any coin, you don't go to the store and buy gold and let them hold it for you. Like, what? You take it with you. You're out. It's yours. You pay for it, and whatever you pay for it with, you get out. It's yours. Bitcoin, you pay for it, you take it, put it in your wallet. Unless you're day trading or anything of that nature, it's different. And, you take 98% of it off and you leave a little or whatever people do. People do that when they're day trading and, watching the charts constantly all day. And so that's something different. But if people just want to pick up Bitcoin, it's like when you buy that, that's yours. You're entitled to that. You should be able to pull it off the platform. So whatever platform it is, make sure you can pull it off first. Look for a transfer or withdrawal feature. Some of the apps say transfer. You just click transfer and it says, what wallet do you want to transfer to? Some of them say withdraw or deposit. Obviously, in this case, you would pick withdraw. And then you would put the wallet address in there and the amount you want to take off the exchange or the platform and send to your wallet. But that's something to look forward to, or to look out for, because if you, if you're looking at these platforms, you want to make sure you can take what you purchased with your hard-earned money. Time is money. We make money for our time. We can never get our time back. It's just a fact. We can't get our time back. Yet, at least. Unless Elon Musk got something up his sleeve. But we can't get our time back. So time is very precious. And we get paid in fiat for our time. And if we're going to trade that fiat for something that we see value in, we should be able to take that piece of value and take it with us. Excuse me. Nobody should be holding it for us. We gave them the money for it. Well, that's my Bitcoin. Taking it, put it in my wallet. My keys. Let's move on. PayPal. All right, Venmo. So, Chainlink. I'm sure you've all heard of Chainlink, and especially in the past couple of days. Chainlink sets fresh all-time highs on news of Chinese Oracle integration. Get out of here. And this article came out today, 11 a.m. UTC. So it says here, price has been caught up within an intense uptrend over the past couple of days that has allowed it to set fresh all-time highs. Its latest push higher marked a break above key technical formation that could catalyze further momentum. We're not going to get into the prices and everything right now. I just want the fundamental, the news. This latest push higher appears to have come about in a tandem with news regarding Chainlink's Oracle functionality being brought to China's blockchain services network, BSN. So that's huge. China's national blockchain service network will be using Chainlink Oracle functionality to help run its network. The BSN allows government and companies to validate and inspect real-world data running through the blockchain. Chainlink's addition to the network is anticipated to provide additional security to data transactions while also increasing the reliability and efficiency of the blockchain. This integration of Chainlink provides BSN users additional security, reliability, interconnectivity to help fuel even greater growth and adoption of blockchain applications in China and around the world. So this is huge news. Even if you're not even thinking about the price, like the heck with the price right now, this is huge for crypto in general. Wonderful for Chainlink. This China-based blockchain initiative has significant backing from companies and government agencies within the country. This includes China's State Information Center, China Mobile, China UnionPay, and others. Link's momentum reaches a boiling point, rallies up to fresh highs. Well, yes. With that news, absolutely. We're looking at it to shatter $5. You know, that's the next point. That's the next resistance, area of resistance. One pseudonymous analyst who trades under the name Big Cheds, explained that this latest push marked a significant breakout while looking towards the cryptocurrencies Bitcoin trading pair. So then it goes into prices and everything, but I mean, I just wanted to go over that news. That's huge. Watch out for Chainlink. I'm not saying buy it. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm just saying watch Chainlink. That's all. I'm just saying watch it. Check it out. Research it. If you feel like, oh, should I get into it? Research it. Absolutely research it. Read into it a little bit more. But there's another article on Chainlink and how Cosmos fit into Chainlink and Cosmos. Cosmos is another crypto. Into China's Grand Blockchain Initiative. Smart Contract, the company behind the Chainlink Oracle network, will help the state-backed blockchain-based service network with the sourcing of reliable information about the real world. We went over all that in the previous one. For example, a Hyperledger-based distributed app, so a DApp, that tracks logistics in real time could send data to the hub where another DApp based on Ethereum would be authorized to access the information. As it stands, these systems are largely siloed off from each other. So, I mean, if you're getting the picture here, we're looking at interoperability. We're seeing Ethereum. We're seeing Chainlink. We're seeing DeFi in the previous article. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the news. So a lot of people want to know what to invest in. I'm going to say research. That's it. Check it all out. Research DeFi, research just all different types of coins, research DeFi, exchange coins, research, even privacy coins. Check them all out. Because you have to believe in what you invest in and where you put your money, because if you don't, that's no good. You don't just want to go off of something you heard or something. You dig deep. BSN aims to deliver a demonstration of its cross-chain services as early as September, which is like 3 months away. 3 months away to about 3 months, because they say as early as September. It'll probably be mid, and we'll see. Who knows? Project will work with more cross-chain tech firms to expand the interchain service hub and the and the network is in the early talks with 3 such firms, including the team behind Polkadot, regarding a potential partnership. We plan to have at least 4 different interchain services, technical framework developers that can choose from in the hub. The interchain service is one of the 3 critical parts of the national blockchain infrastructure development in the near future, and the other 2 are adapting enterprise and public blockchains into the network. And BSN announced plans to adapt Ethereum and EOS public blockchains into the BSN system in April. Ethereum. Signals from above. Chainlink's specialty is Oracle's trusted providers of off-chain information to determine the outcomes of on-chain smart contracts. And Oracle might tell a contract who won the U.S. presidential election. This is huge. Huge. Voting on the blockchain. Come on. Less. We'll say less. We'll say more real time. Harder to be faked. Put it that way. And Oracle might tell a contract who won the U.S. presidential election, triggering payouts to users who bet on the victorious candidate, for example. And again, that's just an example. But imagine if voting was on the blockchain and you clicked it and you had your own TX ID, transaction ID, and it was on the blockchain forever. And 60 years from now, you could say, wonder who I voted for in 2020. Who was running and all? You go on the blockchain and you check it out. Wild stuff. Chainlink provides the blockchain abstraction layer or secure blockchain middleware that enable dApp developers to create universally connected smart contracts. What BSN really cares about, much like the people we've worked with from Google, is this type of contract that allows blockchains to access external off-chain data, he said, referring to his outfit's collaboration with Google Cloud. So we got Google going on in there. Chainlink has a lot of partners. They are partnered with a lot of different companies. So definitely check that out. Blockchains cannot be directly connected to application programming interfaces, and the universally connected smart contracts can make that connection and enable the blockchains to use the off-chain data. For smart contracts that can be used for a global trade agreement, financial product, or insurance, the contracts need to obtain external data and make sure the goods and services are delivered, which requires universally connected contracts. Chainlink's technology suits BSN's vision because the network includes multiple chains that are also supported by Nazarov's team, he said. So that's that for Chainlink. Chainlink partners. Google Cloud, or what we got here? Chainlink partners. Google Cloud, Oracle, dApps, Matic Network, Reserve, Hedera Hashgraph, IOST. To show you guys who is actually these partners here. There you go. Google Cloud, Oracle, dApps Incorporated, Matic Network, Reserve, Hedera Hashgraph, IOST. Recent partnerships. This was October 2019. Binance, Bet Protocol, Ethereum Classic, Chili's Blockchain. And here is the picture of it all. So, I can get to pull up. Yeah. There you go. So this is everything. I mean, again, Google's in there. You also have, where's it at? Intel is in there. So Zilliqa. Chainlink has a lot of partners. So I do encourage you to go research Chainlink. I mean, definitely go research it. Check it out. All-time highs. It says 3 reasons for the rally. Ether's rally pushes altcoins higher. Let's see here. technical structure. The term price discovery is frequently used when the price of an asset surpasses its record peak, meaning when an asset enters this phase, it's hard to determine where the next top would be, and this opens up the market for speculation. Yes. When the price of a cryptocurrency nears a record high, it tends to display significant volatility. Sellers will try to avoid price discovery while buyers will attempt to push through. So that's why you have your volatility once you're hitting these, record highs and everything. Buyers and sellers, it's basically like a little mini war. Link is still trading in a very bullish construction. The region between $4.70 and $5 has been acting as resistance several times, which makes it likely to see a breakthrough in this case. A crucial area to hold is the 420 to 430 level for support. If that remains as support, it's expected a new all-time high for Link. I wouldn't be surprised with a rally towards the $6.50 or $7 range from there. And that was the writer of this article who said that, not myself. Right now, Chainlink is sitting at $4.72. So there you have it. And again, this says new partnership, and this would be the BSN. We talked about Blockchain Services Network. So I don't want to be going over too much of Chainlink here, but that was the big news. That's huge. That we had the Chainlink news, the different types of crypto wallets coming out, people that were in commodities going into cryptocurrency. People are starting to slowly switch over. It's crazy. Just keep researching. I'll keep putting news out here, and Bitcoin right now is sitting at, shouldn't be much more or less. It should be around the same. It's only been a little bit of time. 93.84. Ethereum's 239. Oh, Tether went up a little bit. Tether went up a penny to $1. XRP's 18.5 cents still. Again, like I said, it hasn't been long, but just closing it out with some of the prices. Bitcoin Cash 236. BSV 174. Litecoin 43. Binance Coin, $16, EOS 249, Cardano 8 cents, CryptoCom 11.9 cents, and Chainlink 473. So it's a penny now in the last 2 minutes. So I hope everybody has a great rest of their day, since it is the morning over here. If it's nighttime, I hope you have a good night. And thank you for watching. And if you have any questions on anything, hit up the Twitter account. Remember, it's time for Plan B.
Today on Amazon.com, because grasping Bitcoin has never been easier.